beautiful, inside and out. That's Motorola's predictably effusive take on its 2015 flagship smartphone, but how does it really look and feel? Well, we've got to get into the box to find out, and hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm Michael Fisher with Pocket Now. Welcome. Let's unbox the Moto X Pure Edition. One of the great things about unboxing a phone you designed yourself is that no one else is having the exact same experience. You've customized it and told Motorola what you want emblazoned on it. It's entirely, wholly yours. And that's awesome. Let's save the best for last and check out the accessories first. The turbocharger that we know and love, now rebranded as the Turbo Power Charger, whatever you want to call it, Moto says it'll give your phone 10 hours of battery life in 15 minutes. We'll see. Then there's the free bumper case we read about on the outside of the box, and, well, you know what they say about getting what you pay for. This feels like pretty soft plastic, and it's pretty flimsy. But once it's on the phone, it'll probably do an okay job of guarding against scratches and dings from drops and kicks. We'll see, if I put it on, which I won't. Onto the phone. Ever since our hands-on in New York a few weeks back, I've been waiting to pick this up again. Wait, there's more stuff under there. And there's still more stuff under that. Okay, well, there's no surprises here. This is a SIM tool, which is nice to have when your SIM doesn't come pre-installed in the device because it's pure. And then there's the usual warranty and product literature, which I'll read later. I promise. Onto the phone itself. Picking up the Moto X Pure Edition, or Style if you're a European, I'm again struck by how meaty, how beefy, how heavy it is at 180 grams. By mass alone, this thing is a monster. As you can see, we went with the silicone rubber finish, and we did that for a reason. It's because it's the stock option. While it only costs $25 to upgrade to the leather or wood options, I think many people will probably stick with the silicone, which offers a wider range of color options. It's also nice and soft and grippier than most anything else. Check out those ridges. This being our house phone, we had to make it ostentatious with the yellow metallic trim, and we had to get it branded. It's weird that Motorola reduced the character count by 1 since last year, but that's probably so they could make the letters bigger. Hardware-wise, I'm just as impressed as I was at the hands-on, but I am seeing some slight misalignment in the casing of our review device here. It's so minor that it's tough to capture, even in extreme close-up, and it doesn't bug me that much, considering the reasonable price, but it's one of those things that might get on your nerves if you have an extreme eye for detail. Anyway, let's pull that screen protector off of there. Note to parents of young children who may be watching, this might get sexy. Quiet, please. The Moto X Pure Edition is catching a lot of flack from longtime Moto fans because it's so big. But those who think it's out of control big, like the Nexus 6, well, it's not. It's better designed, with reduced radius corners, and it's also much narrower. A much friendlier device for one-handed use. It does represent a huge blow-up from the 2-year-old Moto X Pathfinder device, so fans of the family as a whole do have a legitimate gripe. We'll see how this bears out in real-world testing. Time to give it its first taste of the network. Remember, this is the Pure Edition, so it'll work no matter what US national operator you choose. And also remember that this isn't just a SIM tray. For the first time in the line's history, the Moto X has a micro SD card slot. I'd actually forgotten about that. That's cool. So anyway, I'm going to forgo that and just pop my nano SIM in for now. I'm using a T-Mobile SIM, not that it matters. Boot it up and bam! There's that big, bright 5.7-inch Quad HD LCD screen blinding our camera. And there's our custom greeting. We lacked some imagination on that one, I'll admit. A few seconds later, we're inside the near-stock Android build and getting ready to get to know it, which is exactly what we'll be doing in the review period right in front of us. And guess what? If you're watching this unboxing on the day of release, September 10th, you can join us on the Pocket Now Weekly podcast a few hours afterward at 5 p.m. Eastern and get your Moto X questions answered live on the air. Check the description for the link or just go to pocketnow.com. And even if you're watching this later on, tune into episode 165 of the Weekly featuring the Moto X Pure Edition. It's going to be a lot of fun. got questions you want answered in the full Moto X style Pure Edition review? Drop them in the comments below if you can't join us for the podcast, and we'll do what we can to answer them when we sum this sucker up next week. Till next time, this has been Michael Fisher, Captain Two Phones on Twitter, reminding you to keep your style pure. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks for watching. See you next time.